to talk about a couple important issues. I am very proud to be the son of two immigrants. Two immigrants who came to this country with nothing, who didn't speak the language, who had no education, who had no money, but two individuals who came to this country because they believed in the promise of America. Who believed in the promise of America that says if you're willing to work hard and struggle and sacrifice regardless of whether you come from Mexico or from a small village in Greece or the streets of Chicago, you have a chance to achieve a level of success that you can't anywhere else in the world. And that your children and grandchildren can have more opportunities than you ever could have imagined. That is the promise of America that has always made this the greatest country in the world. Immigrants have always been the backbone of this economy, have always been the backbone of this country. Unfortunately, people are starting to forget the values that this country has always championed. Unfortunately, people are more concerned about dangerous rhetoric that tries to separate us instead of finding ways to bring us all together, to work together to move this great country forward. We need leaders who understand that we need to start creating a sense of urgency when it comes to passing comprehensive immigration reform and doing it right now. So I want to talk briefly about the DREAM Act. And the reason that it's relevant is because we need leaders who have courage and who are willing to fight for legislation that is common sense, that is important, and represents those values and that promise of America that I just mentioned. Most sensible people would agree that it's wrong and unjustified to hold children responsible for the action of their parents. When it comes to Washington politics, unfortunately, common sense sometimes seems to lose out. That's what happened earlier this week when Senate Republicans blocked an attempt to pass the DREAM Act, which was introduced by our great Senator Durbin and that had received, in the past, strong bipartisan support. The DREAM Act, as we all know, is a path to citizenship for thousands of productive and promising young people. The individuals who would have benefited from this bill are the types of immigrants who helped build our nation the way my parents did. The kind of people who not only contribute to our nation's prosperity, but who would also make it a stronger nation. It's a shame that Republicans wouldn't let this come up for a vote. And it's also what's wrong with Washington. Politics winning out over common sense, and a lack of courage winning out over doing what's right. Let me make myself very clear here today. As your next United States Senator, I will fight alongside Senator Durbin to pass the DREAM Act for the American dream. So that the American dream can come true for our best and brightest young men and women. The difference on this issue between myself and my Republican opponent, Congressman Mark Kirk, could not be more stark. Leadership means taking a position. They asked Congressman Kirk how he felt about the DREAM Act, and he said he needs to read the bill first. A bill that has been around for a decade. That's not leadership. We need folks who are going to stand up for the American dream, who are going to stand up for that promise of America. Congressman Kirk represents the worst in Washington politics. He embraces cowardly politics over fairness and meaningful solutions. We need leaders in Washington like Congressman Davis, like Congressman Gutierrez, like Senator Durbin, who not only stand up for what they believe, but also stand up and have the courage to lead when it comes to tackling important issues and doing what's right. The DREAM Act offers our best and brightest the incentives to become what they have always wanted, American citizens. Como senador, voy a luchar por el DREAM Act. Voy a luchar para una reforma migratoria con sentido común y comprensivo, porque esto va a ser lo más sensato para nuestra nación. Las sensatas tienen que ganar. Necesitamos el Dream Act. Necesitamos una reforma migratoria. Y lo necesitamos ahora. Ahora. Thank you very much.